Okay, we're on the what we think is the, well, I think it's the closest island. And what we're doing is we're hanging an old life preserver or a life jacket up in the trees, and hopefully I can film this thing from Pine Island or see it in the trees. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, depending on if the light hits it right or not. But we're going to give it a shot, and let me get the GPS coordinates for it. There's the GPS coordinates, if I can get it to come in here. There they are, you can pretty much see them. I'll say them though. 28 degrees, 38.025 north, 082 degrees, 40.675 west. Let's see if we can get on there again.
Picture of them, Dave.
What's that?
Let me take a picture of that.
Of the GPS coordinates? Yeah, I'm gonna. All right. Hopefully I'll be able to see that. Wow. If I can see that, people, from Pine Island, at least we'll know which island it is. And I do believe this is called, well, it is called Sheephead Island. And then again, we're kind of on a different angle from everything, so everything's going to be perspective. Okay, on November 30th, a friend of mine and I went up to these islands and we placed this life preserver on the island of, it's called Sheephead Key. I put that in there. And, you know, the thing was I'm 4.5 miles away, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but still, I'm 4.5 miles away. This is the first island right here, by the way, that's to the right, actually on the east side of the 3 islands that I filmed. And as you watch, I'll scoot across here to the middle island, and that is the island where we placed the life preserver. And you know, I knew it was going to be a small object, and it's really not that reflective. And I was like, you know, really surprised that if I would be able to see this, especially under these circumstances, because the visibility really wasn't very good on December 4th, the day I went up there. Went to Pine Island and filmed this. Matter of fact, you know, I was like, I can't see it on that tiny little screen, so I kind of just stayed on this little corner for a little bit, and then I moved on. But obviously, you can see this little flash of orange right there, and I'm gonna take this little piece out and put it in you know, a slower speed because of course it was windy that day. I was there filming this, and you know, things were a little shaky, so I figured if I could slow it down, um, change the contrast, the brightness, and the saturation just a little bit, I might be able to pull that out a little bit better, which in turn I believe I did. So, you know, somebody might say, well, you know, you don't need to put all this other stuff in here. Well, why not? Because, you know, this is part of the observation. It is part of this little test that I wanted to do. And as I zoom back, you'll see that that island to the right was in the middle island. The island to the right of that is the other island. Now, I do have plans to go up there and put better reflective objects on that island, and possibly the other 2 islands if I can get close enough to them, because some of them are surrounded with a lot of rocks. But I want to place a reflective item up there to reflect the sun better. And I'd also like to be able to film this on a much clearer day, because I've got days where I've filmed these islands from a real low perspective on a very, very low tide and got really perfect visibility. Right in that area, if you keep an eye on it, you'll see this little orangey color. Now somebody might say, oh, that ain't it, Wide Awake. You're grasping at straws. Well, I know that it is it. I just wish we would have put it a little bit more to the left in the brightness there instead of in the shadowy part of this tree. But again, you know, we didn't know where the sun would be shining on the most when we were up there placing it. But I do see that we should have placed it a little bit more to the left. So when I do go up there to replace this reflective object, I'm going to place it to the left of that life preserver. And I did take some screenshots of this and you'll put arrows on them to show you that this is the life preserver or the life jacket that I put out on this island. And again, you can see how this is in the mirror. It's distorted, and this is where visibility gets crimped off or pinched off from this mirroring effect. So again, you know, people can say what they want. I know what this is, and when I do more tests on it and on these other islands to get their GPS coordinates, and that GPS is a ground positioning system, more or less from the cell phone tower. Here's the first picture I took of a screenshot. Of course, I highlighted a little bit more too. There's the second one. Third and fourth. Yeah, I did a few of them. Took 6 of them. Here's the 5th and the 6th. And thanks for watching. Might just make this unlisted. I'm not sure yet.